Now, seeing that I'm getting all nostalgic and everything with the film, let's have a look at my dad's Super 8 collection and how I transferred it over to digital. So it's an old format. I mean, you know, kids these days wouldn't know what the hell it is. But some people are bringing it back and putting it in, you know, rock videos. And I think that Lana Del Rey tried to emulate it in one of her videos. Super 8. What's Super 8? So Super 8 was a film format that came out, God knows, in the 60s or the 50s. My dad bought his camera in the 70s, and this is it. It's a Chinon 870. It's kind of like a film format for the general public, you know, accessible to everyday people to make, you know, the first, really it's the pre, you know, VHS. So it used to take cartridges of film, and you put it in there, and so each roll of film would, I think, was around 3 minutes, and then we used to ship it down to Melbourne, you know, to get it processed. Then it'd come in these reels here. Now, if you had an editing machine, you could slice them all together and you know, put them in bigger canisters, like bigger reels like this. This one is my baptism. Can you believe it? So this is 50 years old. This 1971. So, you know, it's amazing that you know, my dad actually even did this. Not many families did this. You know, it's not that you were rich or anything. You just but not many people could have. I guess not many people could afford, you know, to film themselves back in the 70s. You know, most people just took photos, but to have video footage, especially my generation, of yourself on films, it's quite special, really. So, you know, hats off to my dad for having, you know, the foresight to film us. You know, the special occasions, we'd have our confirmations, communions, baptisms, you know, special events. So then once you got these, you had to play them on something. So this is the equivalent of a DVD player or a the old VHS JVS player. Put the arm there, so you'd always get an empty reel with it. Chuck that on like that. I mean, I can't believe this thing still works. The main thing, the problem was the bulbs always used to go, the light bulb, and it was so hard to find. I mean, I was even contemplating buying. You can get these on eBay still, you know, original ones that people are selling. They're about $300 or $400 now because they're hard to find. And then you would put this reel here at the back. Dumbass, I haven't done this for so long. I've got it back to front. That goes at the front. Dumbass. And then this goes at the back and collects it. Alright, that's better. Then you feed this in here. You press that down. That comes through. And then it never sticks. So this is how my old man taught me. It didn't work. Still didn't work. That's it, got him. Now you put it on the lamp, and over there is me when I was 0, when I was about 3 months old. Gary, you want to see me when I was a baby? Yes. And you'd project it onto the wall like that, and you could focus. You know, the family would get around and watch the wall. You know, turn the lights all completely down, and it'd give you a better, you know, clarity. That's my brother. There's one thing that we as kids used to say was, Dad, put it in reverse. We used to love ourselves. We used to crack ourselves laughing, putting it in reverse. So we put it in reverse, and we used to watch it, especially when we were running, going in reverse. You know, we say, Pa, faret, faret. Because what I wanted to do was transfer it all over to digital. So to get Super 8 onto digital, if you wanted to send, you know, in 2003, I think I got a quote, and it was like, you know, $50 a minute or something stupid like that. I think it was like 3 or 4 grand just to convert, you know, half of that. So, you know, I mean, they probably would have done a better job, because all I did was basically just, there's 2 ways. You can, you know, the two ways. You can do it the complete dodgy way and film the wall, or there was this thing that came out. So basically, it was just a box with a mirror in it, and you could, what you do, project the movie into this square bit here. That would then hit a mirror inside and bounce off. So you go in here, hit the mirror, and come out this side. In the early 2000s, all I had was this, you know, the old Panasonic camcorder, and then you would put that there, focus everything, turn all the lights out, and then start projecting. Hopefully it didn't skip, didn't go out of focus. It was a dodgy way of doing it, but it was one step up from, you know, filming the wall. There's ones you can buy now actually on eBay, and they photograph each frame one at a time. You know, I don't know how that works, but one medium to another medium, which is the little DAT tapes that I had, that the camcorders used to use. And I believe it ended up being 480p resolution, which isn't bad, you know, considering that the resolution on that was whatever. You know, it was to get it digitized. I was thinking of now with my mobile phones and, you know, my Olympus camera, to do it again. I mean, there's 8 hours worth. It was a nightmare. It took me like 6 months, and then editing, and but I'm thinking, what's the point? You're not going to get any more resolution anyway. So remember these camcorders. Check out the screen. Awesome. Still nifty little thing. Yeah, so that's how I transferred my dad's entire Super 8 collection over to digital. Once I got it onto a DAT tape, then I would capture it onto the computer. I'd put, you know, 1970s music and Muzak, you know, in the background, because there's no sound. Sometimes I would just like the sound of that. You know, that sound. Classic, you know, projector sound. I went onto that Pond 5 stock footage, and some people have bought footage. Mainly there was one about Qantas. There's some footage of, you know, some family member going overseas back to Italy, and they're hopping on a Qantas plane, and some people bought that because old footage is old footage. Some people like to use it in their movies or their projects, you know, like rock videos. Currently there's a guy in America who wants to use one of my videos of us on the beach at Nelson Bay, and he wants to use that in some horror film or something, some science fiction horror film that he's doing. Like, he's a proper Sundance Film Festival guy. So you can actually keep onto your Super 8s, you know, digitize them, and if you've got something of you know, good content, I mean, unless you know, it's not like you're going to be like, what's that guy, Zapruder, the guy who filmed the Kennedy assassination. You know, that was on Super 8, I think, or it might have been 8mm. That's a very famous home video footage. I mean, they're probably one of the most famous home video footages ever. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's just me going down memory lane with my dad's Super 8 video footage. Jerry freaks out when the projector turns on. Ready? I'll show you. Jerry, you ready? Hey, you don't like it. Hey, you don't like it, Jerry. What do you like it? You don't understand. Hey? Oh, stop.